Okay, hello. Time to do this thing. Alright, so week 6. Let's get straight into it. No time to waste. Mr. Gorky. Looks like luck has finally caught up with these halflings. From the looks of things. With a nice 1-0 win for this Necro team. I believe the stats are completely bugged. I think Vengeful Pickle said this dice stats are broken at the moment. They're quite bugged out. But I'll have them up anyway, so you can arbitrarily see whether or not you believe you were diced. But yeah, 1-0 grind. 1-0 grind. A dead ghoul though. And an MNG'd white who did levels, so swings and roundabouts there, I suppose. But yeah, not getting much done. Zara getting badly hurt, that might be the reason behind the loss here. MVP tree with the level, that's exciting. Dirty player survived the day, which is good. But yeah, 4 Kaz for the Flings, not able to win, so tough break there for them. Yeah, turn 9 of a Gorky's drive, get the injury. I thought something must have happened there, but well played. Noobster was worried about this game, and why wouldn't they be? I mean, look at this stacked ass team. But was able to get the win, so lost there for the Flings, but they are still positive on the season, so all power to them. Strength for Zombie still just chilling. No SPP on the walls, which is probably the main downside here for Noobster, not getting any warp SPP. We did get a white level though, so we'll see that in a little bit. But yeah, not good MVP luck this season. Another zombie MVP. That's going to be the 3rd level 2 zombie now, which is really not fun. So yeah, not great. Next up though, this is the game of the week. We have Ratus Miserables taking a huge 2-1 W over this elf team, albeit probably the best matchup for Skaven is Dark Elves at the moment. Probably in my opinion anyway. But Glart came in, no wizard taken. They took Glart into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dodge pieces and 1. So I have to really start thinking about shutting up here, because if they can just take Glart in, and I guess just pow out these elves. I mean, they didn't even Kaz any of them. Just outplayed to the next level. Actually busted Merc Rat Ogre. This is a Merc. They take Mercs on the Rat Ogre, which is interesting. I'm not going to comment. It's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to playing against one myself. But yeah, they got Agi busted. Dead Loner. Who cares? But yeah, touchdowns across the gutters here. Huge plays. Let me get the Discord. Get the Discord recap here. Here we go. So yeah, Glart Jr., Mercenary, Big Rat, Broken Down Rat win, touchdown each. Huge takedown, huge win for the Snack Weasel. Absolute scenes. Let's check dice log. Well, no, let's not check dice log. Yeah, Learn of the Murders is exactly Noobster. If you're not going to buy a Wizard or Babes, or a Merc DP or something like that, then fuck it, Merc Rat Ogre, who cares? Huge plays, huge plays. You'd love to see it. But yeah, just 2-1, reverse 2-1 grind I think was the play here. Which was good stuff, good stuff. So yeah. Chill game. I'm not going to go through all the replays here. Unless you guys have a turn you want to... Actually, this is a nice little feature. If you have a turn or two that you think are really cool and you want me to see in the replay viewer, then let me know and we can do that. So yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, huge 2-1 win. Blood Splatter getting back into playoff contention with this win. You know? I mean, they have to play against me tomorrow, but it's going to be a big time match next week. I'll get onto it later, but it's exciting. Good lead up, they're in form. 2 Heads Gusser online, doing 2 Heads things. So yeah, I mean, 2 Heads probably a pretty decent pick consider you have as a thrower. So yeah, I think this is the first time I have agreed with a skill choice. I think. Some would say DT, some would say guard, but I understand 2 heads is what I'll say. I think it's a fair choice. So yeah, we're getting there. It's working. The recap system is working. The levels are getting better over time. And I mean, he's not even awful levels. It's not like he's taken, I don't know, it's not like he's taken Claw or Prehensile Tail. Actually, Prehensile Tail is actually quite good. It's not like he's taken Thick Skull. Could be worse across the season. So yeah, big win. Blood Splatter showing me wrong. He loves to see it. This is what recapping is all about. You know, you set up these rivalries. You know, you do the punditry, and then the coaches just come out all with that fire to prove the doubters wrong, and it just works. It's really good. Next up, we got my game, drawing out, and I was lucky to draw here. I can actually show you how lucky I was to draw. This really should have been a 2-1 lost me here. The Agi 6 Vamp was so scary. But as usual, I get God tier MVP luck to level my Ricky in the first game. But yeah, the Thralls just didn't want to go. I just got all the stuns in the world. But that doesn't mean anything. I should still be able to win in spite of not getting removals. And I didn't get many removals, if you look, like 2 injuries on Thralls all game. First half especially, didn't get anything done. But really well played. And I'll show you how close it got. If we cut to end of my turn 15. So actually, hang on, where's my turn 15? And then yeah, so this is where we were. Ball here. Flank wide open down this side. 2 turns to score. If you look at where my tackle goat is, he is here. Claw goat on the floor. Screening doesn't have any skills. Vamp here. Vamp here. Ready to dodge through on gazes. And then I'll show you the dice log. If I hit play. Right, 1 in 9s to open, which sucks. It makes some moves. But yeah, I mean, look. Main dice here, GFI, GFI. Then the critical roll failed the last GFI and got knocked out. If it wasn't for that GFI fail, he was completely safe and was going to score. But he rolled a 1 at the critical moment and got bodied, and he had some 1 in 9 at the start. He was out of rerolls, I think, as well at this point, if you look. So yeah, tough break there for Zupra. Deserved a win, but didn't get it. But I'm sure they'll pick up some more over the course of the season. They played it well, and I didn't win for the first time. So the perfect season is no longer on, which is a bit sad. Moving on, we got a 2-2 draw between Chaos and Undead. Undead getting out of this one with no permanent injuries. I think they'll take that as a win. Let's see here, Armor Bust on a leveled beast. Prehensile Tail Beast levels after getting a touchdown in. Apart from that, no change. Let's look at some blocks. 61 blocks for Hoglass, but only 10 breaks. And that is what happens when you have just the 2 Mighty Blow on the team. But 61-10. Were there passes? Yeah. It had to come down to a Fraggles pass play. How many passing yards? 12. So it came down to a 6-tile pass. But they made it because of extra arms. A huge play from Fraggles to Fang. Oh no, it wasn't even extra arms. That's not a passing skill. Just a casual 4+ then. 6 tiles? Yeah. Wait. Yeah, 6 tiles. Casual 4+ roll from Fraggles to secure the draw. Well played, well played, well played. But yeah. Nice 2-2 draw. I think both teams will be happy with that. Undead are happy they survived. And Chaos are happy nobody died, I guess. But yeah. This is a really strong team, by the way. And the more you look at it, Blodge White with guard is so strong. They just need to stand firm and they're perfect. Yeah, I just need a couple more ghoul skills, and they are getting there with these touchdowns. And just one, I think one more level on this white to get it mighty blow, and I think this team is finished. To be honest, in terms of development. But yeah, great team. Hopefully they can carry on, get some more wins, tons of draws into wins. Admin win for Pyro, and Portoso will take a 2-0 win over these orcs, including killing the replacement Blitzer, not the main guy, but the replacement. Yeah, nasty one. Kaz for the strength 5, which is always nice. They're in MVP range now. But what else happened here? Check the blocks is always a good start. Even block count, loads of breaks. Both teams taking each other off the pitch. Look at this. Lots of fouling, lots of breaks. Dirty players, I imagine, doing a lot of work. 6 KOs, 2 Kaz versus 2 Kaz and a kill and a surf. Yikes. Makisari just getting hit off the pitch. Although they did take a couple with them, but yeah, nasty. However, apart from that one death, no opponent damage, but yeah, Makisari taking a blow there. A statement win for the other Necro to get themselves back into the hunt for those playoff tickets. Those postseason tickets. Finally, we have Weeder Elves now shaking off the last week's loss with a demolition 3-0 win against this human team. Induced some extra tackle, did not help apparently. Sadly, as the Elves just ran away with this one. 2 Kaz more on the killer. But if we look, 43 blocks into 13 breaks, which gave them 6 removals. But yeah, it looks like an internal send-off play maybe. Elves just Elf, 5 passes on the day. Like, it might have just been Elves getting up in the grill, which is sad. But Bets will bounce back. This is probably one of the best teams in the league in terms of raw ability and on the players. So I don't think if you're going to lose to anyone 3-0, I think this Elf team, you know, they'll be the guys you win. You lose 3-0 to. Let's check diced or not. Let's see if we can take the pain away with some dice stats. Yep, look at these dice, man. Look at these dice. Absolute dicing for Bets. Feels bad. They'll come back. They'll come back. I'm joking, of course. And that was the game. So let's check the levels. Let's look at the teams. We got a white level on Green Garth. Let's see what they pick up. Mighty Blow. Good stuff, good stuff. Nice first killer on the way, finally. After that Mighty Blow Wolf death, we're starting to get back to removing pieces. But they are MNG, so that'd be one for next game. But it's fine, it just means you can do all the work with the wolves and get them to level 2 next game. I think we had a zombie level as well, we do. Stumbler. And that is a kick zombie, which I like. It's nice having just one kick. It's good. Some people would take a second dirty player there, but when you've only got 12, 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I only got 12 players, so just one DP is fine for now. Kick is a good skill, I like it. Well taken, this team's ticking along. We've got a tree level for the halflings, see if they've taken it. They have, 2 grab, nice. Symmetrical. Cool, and that's all from that match. Ah, snake the winnings, no new ghoul, that's kind of sad. But it's fine, you just carry on the wolves, right? It's all chill. We got no levels for the Skaven this time, sadly, but have they bought someone new? With the winnings, they have not, so this is still the state of the team. No change. And I can tell there's no change because nobody has 0 games played. That's what I look for. So nobody's new been hired. Nobody new has been hired, sorry. And nobody is leveled, so status quo there. And we have a kick lineman level. I expect for this to be more dodge unless it was a double. Wrestle, okay. Yeah, nice getting a bit more wrestle on the team. I'm going to turn him into a bit of a sacker. This team is looking really good. Really, really good now. Time for the results, I guess. You've got the 1700 elf team, now I've got to win with it. That's the difficult bit. Right, Blood Splatter and Elithea, that's them done. Next up, I leveled Is That All You've Got? And they take Rebbl. The doomed to fail ambitious sacking Pestigore is in the works, guys. Usually they get to about wrestle tackle and then the team starts dying horribly. But hell, why not? We're going. Also, Block Beast did well. Sorry. And this guy is now 1 Kaz away from a level. I think it's probably going to be guard. Yeah, it'll be guard most of the time, unless I get spicy. If one of these two gets killed before they level, it'll be guard. Otherwise, it'll be claw. Yeah, so that was my team. Haven't done anything else since then. And the Vamps did not do anything, no change. So yeah, we're both fine there. This is my team. Next up we have yeah, about halfway through Supra, but the VOD will be up later, so, and you can watch it in Twitch VODs as well. But I'm going to do the prediction stuff now, so you might as well stick with us. But yeah, next Donikar, no changes here. Nobody would have been hired either, so this is a flat. And the Chaos got 2 levels. Let's see what happens with the Chaos team. So it's Crazy Gore and Logor leveled up. See what they take. I'm excited. Logor gets Strip Ball. I love. Well, it's unorthodox, but this whole team is unorthodox. We got a Strip Ball goat with prehensile tail. I like it, right? He makes the sack, and then when he's standing there, he's got prehensile tail, so they can't just pick up the sacked ball and run away the next turn. I like it. The downside is that he was always going to probably get blitzed anyway after he sacked, but I like the idea. And Crazy Gore gets to Blodge. I think that's Blodge. Let's check. Yeah, double, and gets Dodge. So it looks like we're sticking with the Blodge. We've got a 5337 Blodger with horns. Not to don't underestimate that piece for sure. Blodge is good. A really good skill combo. So who knows? That guy might do work when he gets back after the miss next game. Okay, that's that game done. Finally, we have never die twice. This team is looking really good. I doubt they'll have changed anything there. And then Ogori's Warriors, Dead Blitzer. Let's see if they rehired. Any newbies? No. So this is the team. It still looks quite solid. The 3 Blitzers. Yeah, this means you can get a bit more guard. I suppose they'll take guard first skill on the next Blitzer, and that'll be good. Movement for Lino probably should be sacked, even if they do have wrestle, just to save some team value. Goblin's still doing Goblin things. 22 games played, 9 SPP. Good Goblin times. Cool. Now finally, we have 3 elf levels to look at. We have War Dancer. Oh no, we have to look at bets, but War Dancer, Rookie Catcher, and Thrower leveled. War Dancer gets Dauntless. That's now in terrifying piece. The Catcher, Rookie Catcher, was fired? Question mark. Oh, they double leveled. They got 12 SVP in the game for Urgoth, and so Urgoth now has Block Guard. Oh, grim. Replaces the dead guard from earlier, but yeah. Blodge Guard, movement 8. Nasty piece that, you don't want to find that one. He's taking Dauntless to kill Vamps next week, clearly. I'm interested to see how that game plays. But yeah, and what else happened? We had Thrower level, accurate. Okay. Building it back slowly. Cool. But yeah, this elf team a little bit beat up. And no levels sadly for Altdorf Devils. Let's see if they've brought back that 4th Blitzer. They have. Okay, the team's back. He's got the team back, which is commendable. Still just the 2 catches, yeah, so we're back to a decent level. Now the trick is going to be trying to level these guys up in what is a stacked div in places. But fair play to Bets, he's fighting through it. You got to give him credit for that, he's going through it. And sticking with the team and fighting for every game, which you'd love to see. Okay, check the table real quick. I'm still up top, but I only have a 3-point cushion now. I dropped 2 points after that draw. It's a Supra. And then in the hunt, everyone from Nicholas upwards really is in the hunt. Within 2 games. Bloodsplatter's is fighting, but they're going to need to, news, you're closing in slowly but surely. But Bloodsplatter kind of needs to beat me next week to stay in contention, I would say. Yeah, Bloodsplatter's going to dominate me here and take my lead away. I feel it coming. Yep, Supra and me still the 2 only undefeated teams here in the division. We're approaching the halfway point here, so we play 13 games, but we have a bye week, so we play 12 games. So we're at the halfway point in the season. And I would say that, yeah, Pyro should be on 7 points for the bye week. That hasn't processed yet. So yeah, I think Pyro upwards within 2. I think I always say that you want to be within 2 games of playoff spots, really. I suppose 11 minus 6 is 5. So yeah, I guess Ratis Miserables is still in the hunt, 2 games back from 3rd place. But it's starting to get to the point where, if these teams down in 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, they sort of must win almost. You want to try and win and get some results going your way, get some momentum going into the final few games and trying to put people under pressure. Good question, Noobster, and it's a very difficult one to answer, to be honest. So I think the top 3 are guaranteed to go up to Div 3. One thing I can do real quick is show... Hold up. Announcements. Actually, be in GMAN pins probably. Divisional placements. Here we go. So let's talk about how divisions work here, guys. Hold up. I need to show chat real quick. With me. Okay. No noobs, there's no way to demote. You're not allowed. This is the bottom division. You can't demote to Div 5. The only way to go down to Div 5 is to re-roll. That is the only way you can ever enter Div 5. So if we go to Division 3 here, and we see these scores down the side, right? Now this score is a function that we are not told it's hidden, otherwise people would abuse it. But it is roughly, you gain points for winning. Those points are then multiplied by... No, I think it's your points earned over the season multiplied by a variable, which is set by your division. So scoring points in Div 2, in Div 3, is worth more points than scoring in Div 4. Right, so these were Div 2 teams, mostly Div 3 teams. And these are mostly Div 4 teams that have promoted or Div 3 teams that have stayed the same. Moreover, going into playoffs and into challenges offers you bonus points for this algorithm. Right, so going on deep challenges and playoffs runs will score you lots and lots of points for this tally. So there are places to go up to Div 3, but what I'm saying is if you make the top 3 and end up in postseason and you have a big run, like let's say you get through to the quarters or the semis, there is a very strong chance that you will double promote and get yourself up to Division 2, as you can see. If you can get like a score of about 120, 140, you can double promote into Div 2. Otherwise, it's very reroll dependent, right? It depends on how many teams in Division 3 are going to reroll, which will depend. So if we can see the bottom here, we've got a couple of 70-point teams here casting into Div 3. See, like 70 points, 75 points. And so we can now, to calculate this, we can see it's per season. So these aren't running, you don't have a running tally, it's points per season. But what we can now do, if we're smart, is what was the lowest scoring team? Falconmerk. So what we can now do, and by the way, this is really useful if you ever want to find this stuff out and figure out, yeah, I know I'm using last season points, but what we can now do is go to last season's games in here, season, 15. See? And who were we looking at previously? We were looking at... let's try Hobbs MG. So Hobbs MG scored 91 points. Control F, Hobbs. So they came third in Division 4G with an 832 record. And also probably got a ticket into challenges, and they were third, and that got them up. So I think a rough guide is that the top 3 will promote Noobster. Is the short answer to your question. Let's try another guy. I want to find the lowest, right? 70. Alright, let's try Korash. Anything lower? The 69. Alright, Vilinich. Yeah, so here we go. This is a really good example. So Vili, last season, he came 6th. He got a 724 record. He scored 23 points in Division 4. So he didn't even make the postseason. He came 6th. But he's still promoted. Because of drops. Right. Like Vilinich, where is he here? 69 points in Div 3. So what I'm saying is, depending on who re-rolls, you know, 5th, 6th, 4th, 5th, 6th might end up promoting as well. So if we cut back to the table, here, as you can see, the top 3 here are probably guaranteed a promotion. Where are we? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong season. Season 16. We're looking at last season's Division 4H. Yeah, if we look here, so we're probably looking at I always like to think top 5 probably promote. Top 3 definitely promote and might promote twice. Yeah, it's a difficult balancing act, Noobster, because you want to play, but at the same time, you also want to develop your team. And this is the problem Rebbl has, is that you end up with these really stacked teams with less successful coaches in the bottom Div 4, so you out-coach them and win, but you also don't have a very well-developed team for the stage for the league, right? So then you promote because you're winning games, but the next season it's going to be really difficult and it might not be as fun. So this is classic Rebbl problem. They're trying, as I just found micro, this is Rebbl's classic problem, and the one that admins always struggle with, and one that always causes controversy and issues, especially, you know, in the podcast and all this stuff, and what they're... Yeah, exactly, Zupa's just playing a load of theories. But this is the classic problem with Rebbl, is you've got people who are just here for fun, you know, people who want to just play a cool team and have fun and roll dice. You also have people who want to win Super Bowls, and you also have loads of other people who are somewhere in between those 2 points. And you have to put them all in a pyramid structure, and you're not allowed to determine people's motives before the season. Right, so we can't have a fun league and then a serious league. Everyone's in one place. So you'll always end up with these spots where, like, you're playing well, but you actually don't want to play as well. But you also don't want to soft play, because that's a bannable offence. So yeah, it's a really difficult tightrope act, and I'm certainly not about to advocate certain ways of play live on air. That would be a very bad mistake and will get me in trouble. But yeah, I think that's enough of a look at the structure of the season and all that stuff. Let's predict some games. Okay, we got Noobster versus Orcs. So it's the poor Necro versus the rich Orcs. I'm going to predict the Orcs here. I don't think Cheney Wizard will be enough against the Guard and Strength 5. I really don't. I think it's going to be a real battle, especially with that Mighty Blow. Depends. I haven't played. Yeah, I do too. I think most of the time you just get Guard locked out. Maybe you could take like a Merc Guard zombie, maybe. A couple of Merc Guard zombies. Yeah, maybe Ramtut. Yeah, Ramtut break tackle play. They might not respect the Ramtut break tackle play, and you could get a Ramtut sack, which would be kind of funny. But yeah, I'm calling the Orcs for this one. That's quite a safe bet. Can he not? Oh right, never know. I honestly, I forgot they can't. I forgot that linemen for orcs don't have strength access. Next up, Bet gets a much needed bye week. They really needed this bye. Team it's got the positionals down, but they're all rookies, so hopefully he gets some really lucky bye SVP and he can get a couple of levels, but this is a much needed bye. Bet's can take a nice week off to pain, train, and hopefully come back with some more interesting pieces. Cool, we have Octochicken versus Michaelis here, Battle of the Titans. Octochicken does get a wizard, so I think I am going to predict a wizard. Yo, Zipper with an emote unlock, you love to see it. Fun fact guys, if you're on my channel, you can use channel points and redeem the only emote that I have, which is a little night goblin. So yeah, fun fact. But yeah, we have a wizard for Octochicken. I think I can only ever predict Octochicken there. But best of luck to Michaelis. Maybe the strip ball. What was it? Strip ball prehensile tail. That guy. Hopefully he can come up with a big time play. Because that's what I want to see. Next up, we have Supra versus Porto. So, the good Necro versus the big Vamps. This is a tough one to call. I don't know. I don't know is the answer. Because on the one hand, agility 6. On the other hand, Claw Mighty Blow. The killer is MNG, and I think that is going to make me tip for the... I'm going to tip this to the Vamps. This guy being out is really big because he is like the Thrall killer. Right? Otherwise it's just 2 Mighty Blow on the team. So I think that the Vamps are in a decent spot here to pick up a win for Supra. And yeah, I think Portoso does need to win. I think Portoso's not had a good season so far. They need to find a win, but I think this is the worst possible time, the worst possible matchup for them. It's going to be a real uphill battle. Maybe they can find a result though, who knows. Right. Where am I? Here. Then we have Alethea versus Pyro. We've got an Elf Mirror. High Elves versus Dark Elves. I think I'm going to predict Pyro TJ for this one. Because they really need a win to get... Both these teams need to win. Whoever loses is out of the playoff picture. So, yeah. Not with that attitude soup, but there's no way. I believe in you. I think you'll take out the win. And then he'll blitz out and take out one of your Vamps, and then what you do is you just knock down and foul out the Wolf, and then you're level. It's all good. Right, so yeah, I think I'm going to call the High Elves. I think Pyro is the sort to maybe even induce Wizards here to scum and get the win going, potentially. Yeah, I think Alethea taking a couple of tough losses here. Yeah, let's just check the tackle count for Pyro. They do have tackle palms, so yeah, I think this is probably a High Elf win. Probably. Next up, Halflings versus Undead. Tough one. 1,000 inducements, so it's going to be a Morg play. But yeah, I think this could be a fling score here, potentially. Depends on how well the Sextus has to have a good game, right? If Sextus has a bad game, this could spiral. Because it is going to be Morg Tree versus 4 guard with 2 mummies. But it's going to be a difficult one. The 2 Wrestle Ghouls are going to have to come in big, and we're going to have to find some pals because there's no tackle on this team. I think I'm going to call the Halflings, but I wouldn't be surprised in a draw. I think the Halfling coach needs to win to stay in Stunty Cup contention. Yes, Julian the Sextus Bone Collector versus... What's the name of the Halfling DP? This is a fight for the ages right here. Look at this. Julius reroll Tolkien versus Sextus Bone Collector. Honestly, I don't want either of these players to lose. These names, they're too good. They're iconic is what they are. I love it. God, that's an inspired name. I can't even say it. It's one thing with lockdown, I've developed a lisp because I haven't been able to talk as much. So I've forgotten how to talk. Judicious. Yeah, I can't even say it. Reroll Tarcoin. I've forgotten how to talk, guys. It's really bad. Blings win. All I say. Bling win. Finally. And now this is the game of the week. The recapper versus the recappee. Skaven versus Nurgle. I know the pronunciation super, I just can't formulate the sh properly in my mouth. Ishus. But anyway. Yeah, and I think the fan favourite is the Skaven here. I'm going to break a lot of parts when I pitch clear the Skaven team. Looking forward to it. Yeah, Mr. Okay, what I think will end up happening is they'll take Glart, they'll spite me, and they'll take Glart, Merc, Roger, or they might take Glart, Morg. I will then kill the Morg and the Glart because I have a big guy of my own with block and 4 Mighty Blow. What instead will most likely happen is I will probably get blitzed on my offense. I will cover the ball but not be able to get my beast back onto the ball, and then finally what will happen is Mr. Pickles will run in, big hand the ball from 2 tackle zones, step out, hand off to Reggie, who will throw a short pass to, let's say, Griswold, who will be in range, and I'll get scored on. And this will happen twice more. And I will struggle to recap the week after. It'll be difficult to show my face. That's probably what will happen. But no, I hope it's a good fun game, right? I think I will probably stream it if I can. But I just say we have a good fun game, chilling out, having a good time, rolling some dice, you know. The last thing I want is for there to be any actual genuine bad blood between players in this division. You know, I ham up the drama, but I only do it for entertainment. I don't do it for any other reason. Oh my god, we got a follower. Follower alert. Who is that bad boy? Supra, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You've been in my clan this whole time, you haven't followed me yet? Jeez. Yikes. But yeah, I predict myself. But I suspect I'll be the only person predicting me here. For various reasons. Right, the last thing I want to do is have a quick look at the stunty table and also a quick PSA on a rules change. Here, a rule change. So yeah, Stunty Cup. We are holding down 3rd place at the moment with 3-1-2. Rideable Armor finally losing. But yeah, tough one. Mr. Gorky needs a win ready to up his no. I think 2 is going to be the gold standard in terms of points per game. Yeah. But yes, finally we have a rule change. Let us go to the announcements. Okay, rule update. In light of the potential long-time server downtime here, to make sure that you are taking screenshots of your games towards the back end of your game, right? Before you end the game, it is very important that you take a series of screenshots, one showing the pitch, covering the score, the rerolls, but most importantly you need to show what casualties people have sustained. So obviously if I'm playing Skaven and I pitch clear them and murder them in 4 different ways, it's going to take me a while, but it needs to be done. So make sure that you take pictures of all your CAS players, all the players you've CAS, all the KOs you've done, the pitch in general, all that stuff. And then finally in the post game, make sure you take pictures of, what is the thing we need in post game? SPP earns. That's really important. You need to show your SPP earns in the game, right? Because what happens is if the servers are in trouble, they will delete the game's history and it will need to be adminned. So you need perfect information from the game. In case it doesn't come through, So otherwise your game will be lost. So I'm doing this as a PSA to do this, take screenshots, even if it takes 5 minutes, just do it. Yeah, that's all from me. I think that's everything I have to say. So thank you for the recaps. Thank you for coming along to the recap. Hopefully I'll catch you again sometime. Oh, this is a good time thing as well. I will recap. I'm not going to be on time. Basically, I'm at home. I'm taking a week off for Easter, so I will probably not be able to recap next week's games on time. So if someone wants to step up and do the recap, feel free. Otherwise, I will be back in 2 weeks. Cool. So I'll see you in 2 weeks, guys. Have a nice one. Bye.